Hi everyone.
Hey everybody.
I hope you are all having an amazing time, a fantastic time. Although, who am I kidding? It's you guys. Of course you are. Nick and I are both so sad and so very sorry that we couldn't be there to say this to you in person, although admittedly it probably saves me some tears that I'm not. But we wanted to make you a little thank you video to say that how much we appreciate everything that you've done for us this past year. It meant so much. Your love and support meant more than you could ever know, and I could not be more fortunate to know such an inspiring and incredible group of people.
Yeah, ditto for me. Just kidding. I actually have a lot to say, guys, too. So I just wanted to say an immense thank you to everybody in Ontario. Without you guys, I wouldn't have known which way was up when it came to the student trustee position. Your guidance back at the beginning of the year when I came in November along with Maya was vital to me. So for that, I definitely want to say thank you so much.
I'll admit that when I first started this position back in November, I had no idea what I was doing or what I was in for. But when I first went to my OSTA conference back in November, I was so awestricken by the caliber of individuals that I was amongst, and I came home from that conference with more confidence and self-respect and courage than I've ever had. And I am proud to say that I finally got rid of that awkward twitch my face would get when I had to speak in front of crowds. And that's because when I spoke in front of you guys, you all made me feel so loved and unjudged and accepted, and that meant the world to me.
Yeah, I definitely want to echo Maya's words in saying that I really didn't have a clue what a student trustee did back in October or November. And Maya and I both went into this blind, and you guys really helped us to be able to see what a student trustee can do and gave us a really solid example in Ontario through the fall general meeting back in November and throughout the year for sure. Along with this video, we do have some good news to share. Some of you guys may have already heard, but student trustees are coming to British Columbia. A couple of weeks ago, Maya and I went to the BC Trustees AGM, and we presented a motion to allow for student trustees to go across the province here in British Columbia. And it was met with great support from trustees, and so that basically means that hopefully in the next few years we'll see student trustees popping up in boards across British Columbia. So thank you so much, guys, for the example that you set. It definitely helped a lot when it came to that motion.
My experience as a student trustee has felt like a dream, and when we passed that motion at the BCSDA conference, all I thought was that I wanted to share it with all of you because I never would have had the confidence to get up and speak to a crowd of people and advocate for something that I felt so passionately about with as much conviction as I did without all of you guys behind me cheering me on. The future for student trustees in BC looks so incredibly bright and promising, and it's so astounding how much your peers can inspire you and surprise you, and I know that boards across BC are realizing the same thing. You have not seen the last of us here, I can promise you that.
Definitely. And Maya and I will be sticking around the education scene next year. Maya from her university at Quest and me from my grade 12 year here in Vancouver. And so if you guys are ever coming out to BC or if you want to learn more about the student trustee movement here in British Columbia, please feel free to contact us. We would love to talk.
And now comes a part of the story that I have never, ever liked. The goodbye. I know that I may not see you again, but I want you to know that no one has ever left a lasting impression on my heart the way that all of you have. Each and every one of you has inspired me not only to be the best student trustee that I can be, but to be the best person that I can be.
I couldn't say it any better than Maya, so I'm not going to try. The one thing that I do want to say is just thank you guys so much for all of your hard work, your guidance, and your support throughout this year. It was incredibly vital to both me and Maya, and we couldn't have done it without you guys. This video is just a small way of us trying to say thank you. And I know that this video does sound like a goodbye message, but I know it isn't. Our paths will cross sometime in the future, so until then, thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you later.
I'm generally not an overly serious person, but I've never meant something more than I mean this. I love you guys with all my heart. So promise me that you're going to go out into that world and show them what you've got, because nobody deserves it more.